So in biology, chapter 8, today we'll discuss some questions about the chapter 8, human health and diseases. So let us recall the chapter so that you can grab the questions easily. So in this chapter, you have studied, so what is health and what are the types of diseases caused by different disease causing agents like bacteria, viruses, protozoans, helminthes, fungi, etc. So before that, so you have to understand what is health. So health is defined as the state of mind and body. So the balancing mind and body, you can define as health. Or according to WHO, health is a state of physically, mentally, and socially fit. What you can understand, so health. So this health is very important nowadays. What you know, yes, you have to understand better about our body and what are the problems may occur in our life. So, for example, I used to give corona. Corona, we are toward the world, you suffered a lot. Yes, most of them are suffered, most of them are died. So that we have to take care about our health. Okay, so not only for the examination purpose, we have to understand the things about our health also. So then in this chapter, you have studied the different diseases like AIDS. Today we are facing a major problem on AIDS. How this AIDS will come? What are the different agents or the virus will cause AIDS, and how to prevent AIDS? So that you have to understand. Uh, then about malaria, it's a very deadly disease, a tropical disease, malaria. So how malaria causes and how it is dreadful, that you have taken already. And then you have studied about cancer, the types of cancer, how cancer is causing, how to detect cancer, and how to prevent cancer. So like that, you have studied some points about cancer in this chapter. And then you have studied a very important point that is about drugs. So the adolescents especially, they are addicting the drug abuse, the different types of drugs is most dangerous. And you have studied about drugs, different types of drugs and effects on our health also in the case of adolescents, etc. So now you have to go through the different questions here. First of all, you have to grasp the question, and then we will discuss about the answer. So what is wrong and what is right? Okay. So I will go to the first question. Say the first question is the organisms which cause diseases in plants and animals are called. Say in different chapters you have studied different types of names like that. So in some chapters you have studied as vectors, in some chapters were pathogens, insect, worms, helminthes, like that. So you may get confused. Yes, the different types of disease causing organisms. So what you can call the prions, viroids, etc. The prions are the proteinaceous substances that cause the disease. The viroids are the single-stranded RNA that also cause diseases in organisms. See, all these disease-causing agents are together called what? The pathogens. Here, the patho means what? Patho means a disease. Patho means disease. So, disease-causing agents called pathogens. The organisms which cause diseases in plants and animals are called pathogens. So here vector means vector, they can spread the disease. Okay, so you have studied the mosquito is a vector in malaria. Mosquito anopheles is a vector. It spread the disease from one to another. It's a vector. So the plasmid also a vector. You have studied plasmid also a vector. So you may get confused. The vector, the PBR you have taken, that also a vector. Correct? So the vector also a type of organism like mosquito, it cause or it spread diseases. So insects, see again insects, the mosquitoes, the worms, worms like the helminthus, ascaris, yes, elephantia, Ushriria, bankrupti, elephantia. See, this type of worms also they cause diseases. So the correct answer is A, pathogens. These are called pathogens. The next question is the chemical test that is used for diagnosis of typhoid is the chemical test which is used. The chemical test typhoid. The typhoid is a disease by a Salmonella typhi bacteria. It's very dangerous disease. The typhoid. See, the different tests are given here. Yes. So ELISA test, ESR test, PCR test, viral test. So what is ELISA? Enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. Enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. So this is a type of antigen antibody reaction test. Antigen antibody. The main principle is antigen antibody test. ELISA. Okay, enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. Okay, say you know that this is a type of test here. See, there is a plate called microplate. A microplate with a coated with a particular antibody, and with the enzyme and a substrate. A substrate is hydrogen peroxide, like substrate is here, that will give a particular color. See, and there is what a serum will be added, the blood serum with antigens, like that. See, so that give a color, for example, that gives blue color. So there is antigen antibody related a test what you call ELISA. This is very useful to detect the disease or AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. This is ELISA, enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. Okay. So second one you see ESR. What is ESR? Is a erythrocyte sedimentation rate. Erythrocyte this is a test for erythrocyte red blood cells. Okay. So that is what they refer to the red blood cells. Then you see the PCR test is here. What is PCR test? Polymerase chain reaction. Polymerase chain reaction. So it is used to what? To amplification process. Amplification process of what? Getting more number of DNA fragments in PCR. You know that, yes, in DNA print, bigger printing and other. And also here in detecting the diseases also, for example, viral, like we can already you are very familiar with this RT-PCR test, coronavirus, RT-PCR test. What is this? The reverse transcriptase virus, reverse transcriptase polymerase chain reaction, RT-PCR test. Correct? See here what? The RNA primer, the RNA fragment is going to be amplified here. Yes, it's going to be amplified. So that you can get more number of RNA fragments, primer, then it will go for PCR to get more number of what? RNA, reverse transcriptase process. The RNA will from DNA. Yes, like that. So this is what we can understand is PCR polymerase chain reaction. In actual reaction, of amplification of DNA in fingerprinting, or in that one you have to use the enzyme, the Taq polymerase enzyme. You have to differentiate this what RT-PCR. This is not Taq polymerase enzyme. This is reverse transcriptase enzyme. See, so RT-PCR, what is called PCR. So what's Widal test here? What is Widal? Widal test. Widal test is, this is by the biologist, the George Ferdinand Widal. Yes, his name has to be given as Widal. This Widal test is what, like that. See, this is an agglutination test. Agglutination test. Agglutination. So the agglutin, what is agglutin is? Agglutin is called what? Antibody. Agglutin. Okay. So agglutin, antibody and antigen reaction again. Okay. So this is, the type is called agglutination. So here the typhoid has two types actually. Typhoid, Salmonella type O and Salmonella type H. See the O and H antibodies here. So this is here, and that added by the antigens of a typhoid patient. In his body there is an antigens of typhoid bacteria. So when these antigens are added, what happens? It forms clumping like this. It forms a clumping like this. See, this is agglutin. Okay, so this is called agglutination process, and also here there is a combination of antigen and antibody reaction taking place. Okay, so this is the actual testing of agglutination of antigen and antibodies here, just like blood cells. So this is called Widal test. So this is used to detect the 100% detection of the typhoid, the what you can call Widal test. So the correct answer is Widal test. Widal test. So next question. The diseases are broadly grouped into infectious and non-infectious diseases. In the list given below, identify the infectious diseases. So we go to the types of the diseases. See, there are infectious diseases, non-infectious diseases, genetic diseases, lifestyle diseases, like that. Okay, the infectious diseases are spread from one another. Spreading. Okay, like coronavirus, so it is spreading. Yes, so many diseases are spreading to one another, and some diseases are not spreading. They are called non-infectious diseases. Okay, some diseases are not spreading. You don't worry about that. Some people have, yes, AIDS. One fellow has AIDS or cancer. So you go and touch him. No problem. This is not sharing, isn't it? So then another type of diseases are called the genetic diseases. So genetically, gene ಮೂಲಕ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, that will pass from generation to generation, genetic diseases. And then the lifestyle diseases ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Lifestyle diseases, for example, good example is diabetes. So diabetes is one of the lifestyle diseases ಅಂತ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. So ಹೀಗೆ diseases are classified. So here you see, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ cancer, influenza, allergy, smallpox. The four diseases are there. So usually, which one is what transmitting to one another by what? Infectious. Identify the infectious diseases. So cancer, no. Yes, cancer is not, or is not infectious disease. You see, this one is influenza. Okay, so what is influenza? Is the problem to the lungs. Yes, hemophilia, the bacterial pneumonia and viral pneumonia. Yes, C types are there, the bacterial pneumonia and viral pneumonia, that cause certain problems in the lungs. Okay, that leads to respiratory problem. This is easily spread to one another, isn't it? For the pneumonia or lung problem, that mucus with certain bacteria, so that will spread. ಒಬ್ರಿಂದ ಒಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, spread ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So allergy here, you see, allergy. No. So allergy is an exaggerated response of the immune system. Yes, you have taken in the chapter. Yes, by pollens or some chemicals, etc. When the body exposed, what happens? The exaggerated response of the immune system taking place. Okay, so that the rashes or something. Yes, see, that type of problems will not spread to one another. Yes, so that is allergy. Allergy, you know that allergens, what you can call allergens, that substances which got a allergy. Yes. So another one you say the smallpox is here. Smallpox. Okay. The smallpox, you know, yes, there are chicken pox and smallpox. Two types are there, but the smallpox is not there in India. Don't worry about this. This is eradicated already. This is what eradicated. Yes, this is not there, but also one of the viral disease, and it is spread through one the different mode from one to another. Understand? See, so you can pick the answer now. What? So 1 and 2, 2 and 3, like that. The answer is what? 2 and what? 4. What is this? This is the correct answer. Okay. So don't get confused. So you have to identify the diseases. ಯಾವ ಡಿಸೀಸು ಒಬ್ರಿಂದ ಒಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಹರಡ್ತದೆ, ಯಾವ ಡಿಸೀಸು ಒಬ್ರಿಂದ ಒಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ನೋಡಿ, ಯು ಮೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸಮ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಸಣ್ಣ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅವರನ್ನ ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ಹೊರಗಾಕ್ತೇವೆ. ಇಸಂಟ್ ಇಟ್? ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಏಡ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದವನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ, ಅದು ಒಬ್ರಿಂದ ಒಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಎಸ್. ಸೊ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ? ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸಮ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಟ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ the correct answer is the second and 4, the influenza and smallpox. The fourth question, the sporozoites that cause infection when a female Anopheles mosquito bites a human being are formed in. Yes, these questions refer to malaria, isn't it? So malaria, the sporozoites, see, they concentrate these point, sporozoites, okay, that cause infection when a female Anopheles mosquito bite the human being are formed in. Anopheles female mosquito will spread, yes, by blood meal to one another, isn't it? See, so what is sporozoite here? So you have told already what the malarial, the cycle. Yes, there are two hosts here. The malarial cycle, you have to understand two hosts. One is the mosquito host, mosquito body, mosquito, and is the human body. Human body. There are two hosts here. Okay. See, when the mosquito has already in this buccal cavity, in the saliva, there is a microorganism that is called sporozoites. See, sporozoites is here. This is a mosquito is here. Okay. When this mosquito bites the person, it bites the person, what happens? These sporozoites enter to the blood. Okay. So then they pass on to the liver. See, liver ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತವೆ. So that they continue that generation. See, the different forms of there, what you can call the side joints, side joint stage, merozoite stage. See, merozoite stage, and then in the RBC, that particular stage is called tropozoites. Tropozoite stages. See, okay, side joint, merozoites, and tropozoites. So in the tropozoite, actually in the RBC, okay, yes, it damages RBC. Yes, it is what it is taking as a food, isn't it? So during the time, there certain formation of certain what? Vacuoles are formed here, forms, and the nucleus is going side by side. When it is formed, there is a stage is called a ring-like stage called signet ring stage. Signet ring stage. So what is signet ring stage in tropozoites? Okay. Then this tropozoite in the human body, what happens here? It forms or is undergo asexual reproduction. Asexual, asexual reproduction, that it forms gametocytes. Gametocytes. Okay. So the male gametocyte and female gametocytes are here in the blood. Okay. So here you concentrate these stages. You already know where is sporozoites. When the sporozoid, the mosquito takes blood meal, what happens? That enters into the body, then go to the liver. Then what happens? They form different stages: joint, merozoite and tropozoite stage. Then in the sporozoite stage, in the RBC, okay, it consumes the RBC. Yes, what happens? Then it forms gametocytes, and also what? It forms a precursor of hemoglobin, what you can call hemozoin. Hemozoin. See, the hemozoin is a toxic substance released to the blood. Yes, it is called precursor of the disease of this hemoglobin, because what happens is here, when this hemozoin leads to the blood, immediately the chilling of the symptoms taking place. Okay, so immediately you can understand this malaria, the severe chilling, fever, some symptoms that that is taking place. Then again you see the mosquito, the other one mosquito takes blood meal. Yes, see, takes these gametocytes along with the blood as blood meal. Yes, that enters into the again the human beings. Nodi, the human being, human gut. This is what from the human blood that enters into what here? The body of the mosquito, the stomach of the gut of the mosquito. Mosquito na ಗಟ್ಟಿಗೆ mosquito gut entry ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Okay, so then what happens? It undergo again fertilization, sexual reproduction taking place here. Sexual reproduction as fertilization taking place in the stomach or the gut of the mosquito. See, then it forms what? Then stages leads to woocanides. Another one form is called woocanides. See, woocanides, woocanide stage, woocanides. The woocanides are formed in the form of a cyst. See, like that, it's a cyst with woocanides. See, these woocanides are then developed as a sporozoites. So these are actually sporozoites. The cyst will break. Okay, the cyst will break and then it forms sporozoites. Understand? So this is the actual malarial cycle. The sporozoites in the human body, they undergo different different stages like cyjoint, merozoite, tropozoite, now the signet ring stage that forms hemozyme, and then what? The gametocytes. Then again that gametocytes enter into the body of the mosquito. Yes. So in the body of the mosquito, they get fertilized. Yes, sexual reproduction here. Yes, sexual reproduction there. See, then again, after fertilization, they form woocanides. Woocanides are in the form of a cyst. When the cyst bursts, they form as a sporozoites to the buccal cavity of this or in the saliva of the mosquito. Correct? See, ಈಗ ಈ ಸಲೈವಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಿದೆ? So ಇದು ಯಾವುದು ಅಲ್ಲ. Don't confuse it. That form is called, the infecting form is called sporozoites present in the what? The salivary glands of mosquito. Understand? See, the answer is salivary gland of mosquito. So the next question regarding cancer. The genes causing cancer are the genes causing cancer. Yes. So cancer is causing by different chemicals like that. Chemicals in the cancer ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, so here some genes also causing cancers. Isn't it? See, these are some. This cell is here. It's a normal cell. When it is cancerous, okay, sometimes become cancerous by what? The oncoviruses, called oncoviruses, oncoviral genes. Oncoviral genes. Okay. So these genes, what produced here, formed here in the viral infected cell, here, these are viral oncogenes. Viral oncogenes. See, these viral oncogenes are also called proto-oncogenes. 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 Understand? Say proto-oncogenes. Here, what happens is the particular protein, the proto-oncogene, one gene is present here. When that mutates, the gene, that particular gene, what you can call P453. P53, this is what P means protein, a particular protein present here. So when it gets mutates, so ಇದು mutate ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಮ್ಯುಟೇಟ್ ಆದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಜೀನ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಇದನ್ನ, ಈ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಜೀನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮ್ಯುಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಯಾವಾಗ ಅದು ಮ್ಯುಟೇಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ದಟ್ cell will become cancerous. Understand? So the gene causing cancer are called proto-oncogenes. Proteinated proto-oncogenes. Okay, the proto-oncogenes. So proto-oncogenes is here. So what are structural genes? The structural genes are the functional genes, isn't? They can activate the genes in several processes. What you studied in Lacaparan concept. Lacaparan concept ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿರಿ. What are structural genes ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. Structural genes, yes, they activate. They are functional genes. They activate the process, activate the polymerase, etc. That you know. Then what is the expressor gene? You see, expressor, the gene expression. What are the expressor genes? The expressor genes are the gene expression, yes, in genetics. Okay, the dominant gene expression, recessive, the recessive gene expression. See how that gene expresses in the organism. See, that is gene expression, expressor gene. What you can understand? This is regulatory gene. It regulates the process. Regulatory gene. What you understand in Lacaparan concept is regulate the function. Regulatory. Yes, the functions. Okay? Regulatory genes. It regulates the process of gene actions, gene activations. Okay. So the answer is what? Oncogenes. Oncogenes. See onco here. The name itself. This answer onco means cancer. Oncology, study of cancer. See, the gene which causes cancer called oncogenes. The answer is oncogenes. The next question. The question number 6. Which of the following are the reasons for rheumatoid arthritis? Choose the correct options. Which of the following are the reasons for the rheumatoid arthritis? Choose the correct option. See, so first of all, you have to understand what is rheumatoid arthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis, see, this is autoimmune disease. What do you know? That is autoimmune disease. Autoimmune disease. So what is autoimmune disease? This is a type of problem. See, actually, in higher organisms, the cell has very important properties. One is the cell can recognize the foreign substances. It can differentiate the substances like bacteria, virus, etc. It can differentiate. It can identify the foreign substances. One. Another one is sometimes by mistake the immune system attacks on its own cells. Okay, the immune system cells ಮೇಲೆ attack ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ by mistake. Okay, so this problem, what you can understand is called autoimmunity, autoimmune disease ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಇಮ್ಯೂನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ನೋವಿಂಗ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ ಅನ್ನೋವಿಂಗ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇದೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಎಸ್ ಎ ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಂತಲೂ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಸಿ, ಆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಆಟೋ ಇಮ್ಯೂನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನೋಡಿ, ರಿಮಾಟಾಯ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ಥ್ರೈಟಿಸ್, ಮಿಯಾಸ್ಥೀನಿಯಾ ಗ್ರೇವಿಸ್. ಮಿಯಾಸ್ಥೀನಿಯಾ ಗ್ರೇವಿಸ್ ಮಸಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್, ಮಸಲ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಯಾಗಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ರಿಮಾಟಾಯ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ಥ್ರೈಟಿಸ್. ಸೊ ಚೂಸ್ ದ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್. ಸಿ, lymphocytes become more active. You know what is lymphocytes? Yes, lymphocytes are type of WBC cell. Lymphocytes, B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes, correct? The B lymphocytes produce antibody and T lymphocytes produce what? The cells, the cytokine, the cells anta ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. So they are the cells to improve immunity. They protect the body against foreign materials. See, the lymphocytes, what is called, I said lymphocytes. Second point is body attacks cell cells. Body attacks cell cells. See, concentrate this point. Body attacks cell cells. So this is all property of autoimmunity. More antibodies are produced in the body. See, antibodies are produced by different conditions in the body. More antibodies, okay, are produced ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. See, the ability to differentiate pathogens or foreign molecules from cells is lost. See, correct? So what is the correct answer? Two properties ನಾನು ಮೊದಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ. The cell has two property ಇರ್ತದೆ. It can differentiate the what? The substances, the foreign materials ಅಂತ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸೆಲ್ಲು ಆ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿಯನ್ನ ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. Yes, so the correct answer is second and 4. What is second and 4? See, body attacks cells and the ability to differentiate pathogens or foreign molecules from cells is lost. ಅದು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಅದು ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ನು ದ ಇಮ್ಯೂನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ದಟ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ cells, the self attack by mistake. Okay, this is called auto immunity. Okay, so next question, the substance produced by a cell in a viral infection that can protect other cells from further infection is. See, the substance produced by a cell in a viral infection that can protect other cells from further infection. So what is this? When the cell is here, this is infected by virus infect ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಆವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, that produces, the viral infected cell produces a type of glycoprotein called interferons, interferons. So interferon is a protein, a glycoprotein. See, okay, these interferons, what secreted here. These glycoproteins molecules, see what happens here? These normal cells are here. The normal cells are here. Yes, see, they protect these cells from viral infection, further viral infection. See, okay, the interferons what produced from the viral infected cell. Yes, that interferons, glycoprotein molecules, they are also called biological modifiers. The interferons are called biological modifiers. See, they surrounded the other normal cells. Okay, then they inhibit, yes, or they can cut the attack. ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಈ ವೈರಸ್ಗಳು ಈ ಸೆಲ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಹಾಗೆ ಅದು ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಫೆರಾನ್. ದಿಸ್ is also called alpha interferons. See, alpha interferons. Okay, alpha interferons. This is biological modifiers when secreted by the viral infected cells. Okay, so immediately that surrounds the normal cells and protect the normal cells from the virus, isn't it? So it's a very good mechanism. So in the body, what you can understand is the substance that produced by a cell in a viral infection that can protect other cells from the further infection is what? Serotonin. What is serotonin? Colostrum, interferon, histamine. Yes, this is different. Serotonin is different. Histamine is different. Yes, hormones when released during allergic symptoms. Okay. Yes, these are histamine and serotonin. Colostrum is what? Colostrum. What is colostrum? Is a what? The yellow colored milk produced during the early stages of pregnancy, isn't it? So this is colostrum. It has what? IgA antibody. See, IgA. Okay, so this is different. This is different. Okay, so you have to concentrate on interferons. Okay, what are interferons? Yes, see, interferon protect the cells. So the correct answer is interferon. Next question number 8. Antibodies present in the colostrum which protect the newborn from the certain diseases is of. Okay, already have taken now. See, the antibodies present in colostrum. What is colostrum? It's a milk, yellow colored milk. Okay, produced during yellow milk, early stages of pregnancy. Early stages of pregnancy, yellow milk here. See, this is colostrum. Okay, and it has the antibody IgA type, IgA. See, it's very important. What you can understand is breastfeeding. The breastfeeding to the baby, yes, in the early days up to 6 months, it has antibodies, IgA antibody. It protects the child from diseases. Okay, it increases the immunity of the child. Understand? The immune power ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So in the early stages, so what is called IgA type ಅಂತ ನಾವೇನ್ ಕರಿತೇವೆ, a newborn from the studies, this is IgA. Okay, then what is this IgG? So there are, say, 5 types of antibodies. What you can understand is MADG. What is this? MADG. Okay, so antibody. Okay, what is this? Antibody M. Macro. Antibody M. What you can call MADG. MADG is it M. Okay, it's important for antigen antibody binding process. Yes, see, this is A. You know that colostrum IgA, alpha IgA, immunoglobulin. What is Ig? IG means immunoglobulin ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. immunoglobulin ಯಾಕೆ IG, IgA, IgD, delta, immunoglobulin delta, IgD. Yes, IgD also very important for the development of lymphocytes. Lymphocytes alla development agಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು help ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. So then what is this? IgG, immunoglobulin G. See, okay. So this is also a very important one. This is very important during snake venom, against snake venom. Snake venom. ನೋಡಿ, ವಿಷಪೂರಿತವಾದ ನಾಗರಹಾವು ಏನೋ ಕಡಿದಾಗ ಏನೋ ನನ್ನ ಬಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಮೇ ಡೈ. ಎಸ್, ಸೊ ಆವಾಗ ದ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್ ಆಂಟಿಬಾಡೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ, ರೆಡಿಮೇಡ್ ಆಂಟಿಬಾಡೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿ ಇಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ರೆಡಿಮೇಡ್ ಆಂಟಿಬಾಡಿಯನ್ನ ಈ ವಿನಾಮ್ ಇದರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಕ್ಯೂರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಟ್. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್? IgG. ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್? IgD, IgD. Okay, IgG. IgE is what? Epsilon. Epsilon. That is IgE is called, it's allergic. Is an immunoglobulin. It protects us during allergic conditions. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಲರ್ಜಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಸಿಂಪ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಅವು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ದ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ IgA, immunoglobulin A, IgA type. The next, the tobacco consumption is known to stimulate secretion of adrenaline and noradrenaline. The component causing this could be. So now what is tobacco? Is it tobacco? Yes, it's a type of drug. Yes, tobacco. It has a chemical called, you know that? Yes, nicotine. Correct? Yeah, nicotine is a chemical substance. It alters the mind. Yes, this is called tobacco. ಹೊಗೆ ಸೊಪ್ಪಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು. ಎಸ್, ಸೊ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಗುಟ್ಕಾ ಏನೋ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ನೋಡಿ, ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ಗುಟ್ಕಾ ಜರ್ದಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತಿಂತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಡೇಂಜರಸ್ ಟು ದಿ ಬಾಡಿ. ಸಿಸ್ ದ ನಿಕೋಟಿನ್, ದಿಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ? ಇಟ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ adrenaline and noradrenaline. These are the hormones secreted by the gland called adrenal gland. Adrenal medulla. Okay. Yes. So what happens is, aವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? When this nicotine, this type of substances, it acts as on the neurotransmitters, okay, on adrenal medulla. Okay, that you know, there is a part ionic channels or Na plus and Ca plus, calcium ion influx. This ion movements are taking place. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ ನೋಡಿ. Okay. So what you can understand is that the excitement of the nerves ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆವಾಗ it affects on the central nervous system. So this process, what you can understand is what mind altering by the drugs. So the tobacco consumption is known to stimulate secretion of adrenaline and noradrenaline. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? ಸೊ ಈಗ ನಿಕೋಟಿನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವುದೇ ಡ್ರಗ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ಅದು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ನರ್ವಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇನ್ ಸಮ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಡ್ರಿನಲ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನು ಅಂಡ್ ನಾನ್ ಅಡ್ರಿನಾಲಿನ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ಸ್ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬ್ಲಡ್ಗೆ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟ್ ಆಗುವಂತದ್ದು ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೈ ಅಡ್ರಿನಾಲಿನ್ ಆಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಎಮರ್ಜೆನ್ಸಿ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಕರಿತೇವೆ, ಎಮರ್ಜೆನ್ಸಿ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಬೀಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಆ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಡಿಮಿನಿಷಸ್ ಆ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಬೀಟು ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ಗೆ ತರ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ಎನಿಹೋ ದಿ ಟೊಬ್ಯಾಕೋ ಕನ್ಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋನ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಿಮ್ಯುಲೇಟ್ ದ ಸೆಕ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ adrenaline or adrenaline. The component causing this should be, okay, that you have taken nicotine. Then what is what? Tannic acid. Okay, what is tannic acid? Where do you find tannic acid? So you are drinking coffee. Yes, in the coffee what is there? ಕಾಫಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ? ಟ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಇದೆ. ಕ್ಯುರಮಿನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಕ್ಯುರಮಿನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ವಾಟ್? ಟರ್ಮೆರಿಕ್. ಟರ್ಮೆರಿಕ್ ಅರಸಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಆಂಟಿಸೆಪ್ಟಿಕ್. And what is this is called catechin. The catechin is what? What is the green tea ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ನೋಡಿ ನಾವು, green tea, isn't it? ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Okay, so the correct answer is nicotine. Next, which of the following is not a lymphoid tissue? See here, the lymphoid, which of the following is not, okay, you read word by word, isn't it? Which of the following is not a lymphoid tissue? ಹೌದಾ? ಯಾವ್ದಿಲ್ಲಿ? Spleen is here, tonsil, pancreas, thymus. So there are types of lymphoid tissues in the body, isn't it? The primary lymphoid organs and secondary lymphoid organs. Primary bone marrow and spleen, isn't it? Yes. And another one is what? Thymus. These are the first lymphoid, primary. And the secondary alli adala bartade, the spleen bartade alva, Peyer's patches in the stomach. Yes, even you can call appendix. So these cells are secondary lymphoid organs. In that secondary lymphoid organs, what? The blood cells they are circulating in that, isn't it? They are doing the different works like understanding or catching the microorganisms. See here, so spleen is a lymphoid organ. Tonsil is present here in this region. You see, tonsil is present here. It protects us from bacteria, etc. in this throat. You see, tonsil. The pancreas is different. Pancreas is not a lymphoid tissue. It secretes pancreatic amylase. That is called an heterocrine gland, a mixed gland. It has islets of Langerhans. That islets of Langerhans secrete what? That insulin and glucagon, diabetes to control. Yes, see, pancreas, thymus. So the correct answer is pancreas. See, the 11th question is hemozoin. See, hemozoin is, so already you have taken hemozoin. See, it's a precursor of hemoglobin. See, precursor of hemoglobin. Toxin from streptococcus, toxin from plasmodium species, toxin from Haemophilus species. See here. So which is the correct answer? Already I explained. See, hemozoin is a toxic substance in the body of the human being, in the blood, isn't it? When the trophozoites are present in the RBC, they feed on RBC. So the RBC ruptures, damages, and it forms a toxic substance called hemozoin, isn't it? So it's called a precursor of malaria anta navu helteve. So that you have to undergo certain symptoms at that time, like chilling, etc. So plasmodium, the species. Okay, a toxin from plasmodium species. The correct answer is, see, a toxin from plasmodium species. See, liver cells. What is the biting? The sporozoites, side joint, merozoites. See, then the tropozoites. So in the RBC, see, you can see the signet ring stage here. Signet ring stage. See, the releasing of the toxic substances. What is this? Hemozoin. See, RBC rupture agi hemozoin release ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Hemozoin. Okay, so that is the hemozoin. One of the following is not the casual organism for a ringworm. Yes. So ringworm is a fungal disease. Ringworm. Yes. See here, microsporum, trichophyton, epidermophyton. Yes. So these three are what coming under what? Dermatophytes. The family dermatophytes. They are causing what? Ringworm. Usually is causing a ringworm. Okay, the skin. So what is this macro? See here the macrosporum is a what? Is a different substance. What? It is a called ectomycorrhizal fungus. Ectomycorrhizal fungus. Okay, it causes some infectious diseases in the higher plants, the vascular plants. Okay, so the macrosporum. Okay, this macrosporum. The one of the following is not the casual organism for ringworm is what? Macrosporum. Pneumonia is caused by, see, pneumonia. See, pneumonia is affecting lungs. Okay, so pneumonia. So you know that the Streptococcus pneumonia. Yes, Streptococcus pneumonia. Haemophilus influenzae. Both A and B. See, the Streptococcus pneumonia, it is a bacteria. Streptococcus pneumonia is a bacteria. It causes bacterial pneumonia. Bacterial pneumonia, and Haemophilus influenzae is a viral. It causes viral pneumonia. Okay. See, bacterial pneumonia and viral pneumonia. That is of influenza virus, Streptococcus pneumonia, bacteria. Okay. See here, don't get confused. See here. So you erdugalu pneumonia vanna ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ. Pneumonia ಅಂದ ಕೂಡಲೇ don't take bacteria only, the virus also. They both A and B. And next, the development of quick immune response in a person infected with deadly microbes by administering performed antibodies. See, the quick immune response in a person infected with deadly microbes by administering performed antibodies. See, these performed antibodies are called ready-made antibodies. What? Ready-made antibodies. These ready-made antibodies, ಅದನ್ನ ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಐ ಗಿವನ್ snake venom against snake venom, so immediate transmission, so what you can call injection ಆಗಿ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತೇವೆ ನೋಡಿ. So the active immunity, innate immunity, cell mediated immunity, passive immunization. No, this is not. This active immunity is different. Innate immunity, innate by birth. Innate immunity. Active means by infection of the pathogen. Cell mediated immunity. Okay, the cells, or the T cells, cell mediated immunities. This is called passive. Okay, this type of performed antibodies ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, that type is called passive immunization. The correct answer is passive immunization. Identify the techniques useful in detecting the cancers of internal organs. See, how to detect cancer? How to detect the cancer? You know what is cancer? See, the cancer will be detected by CT, computer tomography, MRI, measurements, magnetic resonance image, radiography, all of this. Okay. See, All this technique. Another one is called biopsy. What is this? The biopsy. Okay, the biopsy is of studying cell, identifying the cell to detect cancer. What is biopsy? So in this way, the answer is what? All of the above. Next, which among the following plant is a source of drug which is native to America? See, yes, the native to America. So American hills, how usually ಅದನ್ನ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದೇನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಪಪವರ್ ಸೊಮಿನಿಫೆರಮ್, ಅರಿಥ್ರೋಸೈಲಮ್ ಕೋಕಾ, ಎಟ್ರೋಪಾ ಬೆಲ್ಲೋಡೋನಾ. See, so here this is the opioid, pavor somniferum, opioid, heroin, erythroxylum coca, coca, yes, atropa, barbiturate, cannabis. See, the correct answer is yes. Your option is which is native to America. See, erythroxylum coca. Okay, so you go through the textbook. Yes, so that is there. Erythroxylum coca. Okay, the leaves and leaf buds are used to form the drugs. In the life cycle of plasmodium, fertilization take place in yes, liver cells, RBC of humans, salivary gland of mosquito, stomach of mosquito. Okay, see here what happens, that particular gametocytes, what is present in the blood, that is taken as blood meal by the mosquito, that enters into the gut, the stomach of the mosquito, and gets fertilized. Understand? So in the stomach nalli fertilization agate, then they forms eukaryotes and then forms porozoites. See, the correct answer is in the stomach. Injection of an antidote against snake bite is an example of injection of an antidote. So injection of an antibody against the snake bite is an example of, say, Haley, which one? Autoimmunity, active immunity, innate immunity, passive immunity. Again, antidote is an antibody, is a performed antibody. Is a performed antibody, a ready-made antibody. Okay, it is not prepared in the body. Yes, it is already prepared. That is to be given to the particular one. Okay, to overcome the problem. So that which one is the answer? Other immediate agi ಆ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಆ ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಬಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಆಂಟಿಬಾಡಿಯನ್ನ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡುವಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಲೀಡ್ಸ್ ಟು ಡೆತ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಯಾವುದು? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್? ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ passive immunity. Identify the incorrect statement. Say the statements. HIV transmitted by mosquito bite. Pneumonia is a bacterial disease. Cancer is a non-infectious disease. Ringworm is a fungal disease. Okay, say pneumonia is a bacterial disease. Yes, so you have to see that point here. Incorrect. Cancer is non-infectious. Correct. Ringworm is a fungal disease. Okay, correct. Ringworm causes by the fungus, so all these three are correct, but HIV transmitted by mosquito, what is this? This is wrong. Correct. HIV ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಸ್ಕಿಟೋದಿಂದ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ? HIV ಯಾಕೆ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ? ಎಸ್, HIV ಮಾಸ್ಕಿಟೋದಿಂದ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಆಗುದಾದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, most of the people gets what becomes AIDS. Isn't this a problem? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಈಗ, HIV-ಗೆ ಮಾಸ್ಕಿಟೋ ಬಾಡಿ ಎಸ್, when it enters virus, human immunodeficiency virus, HIV, human immunodeficiency virus ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. Human immunodeficiency virus. Okay, it causes AIDS. Human immunodeficiency what? Syndrome. Human immunodeficiency syndrome, AIDS. Okay, so what happens? When this HIV enters into the body of the mosquito, okay, it gets digested. Okay, within the limited time ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. This is one point. The second thing is the bacteria has no T cells. Okay, yes, what is the process will taking place in the body of man, what is called the white blood cells. The HIV attacks the white blood cells. Yes, so that particular cells are called T4 cells, the CD4 cells, you know, CD4 cells, the cluster differentiation, CD4 cells. Okay, actually these are very important cells for immune process. See, the HIV attack these cells, it can develop in these cells, CD4 cells, or called T4 cells. Okay, the lymphocytes. See here, these T cells or the T4 cells are absent in the body of mosquito. Yes, another one point is the saliva of the mosquito contains certain chemicals. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು chemicals ಇರ್ತದೆ. These chemicals will kill the HIV virus. Okay, see, these are the very important reasons here. Okay, ಈ ಕಾರಣದಿಂದಾಗಿ ಮಾಸ್ಕಿಟೋದ ಮೂಲಕ HIV virus or AIDS, you know, disease spread ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. It only spreads through certain reasons, what you can call the infected, you know, blood transfusion, infected blood transfusion, then the sexual intercourse with the infected person or multiple sexual partners, what you can call, then by what HIV in ಯಾವ model ಬರ್ತದೆ? Yes, infected blood transfusion, unprotected sex from pregnant mother to the baby. Yes, ಆ ರೀಸನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಇನ್ನೇನಾದ್ರೂ ರೀಸನ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? By saliva, by food, by no, isn't it? So hige very important thing is by the blood transfusions. Okay, sexual intercourse, so ಇದರಿಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಮಾಸ್ಕಿಟೋದಿಂದ ಬರಲ್ಲ. HIV transmitted by mosquito is the wrong one. Correct answer. A man was suffering from mental illness like depression and insomnia. Identify the drug which is normally used as medicine in such cases. Man was suffering from mental illness, depression, insomnia. Depression ಗೆ ಒಳಗಾಗ್ತಾನೆ, insomnia, sleepness, ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಅವನಿಗೆ, insomnia, sleepness. ನೋಡಿ, identify the drug which is normally used as medicine in such cases. So medicinally ಕೆಲವೊಂದು drugs ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ therapeutically, isn't it? Okay, so that is not morphine. Morphine is very dangerous. Morphine, yes, opioid, heroin, isn't? LSD, lysergic acid diethylamide, lysergic acid diethylamide. LSD, hallucinogens, LSD, nicotine, you heard about nicotine? Yes, tobacco, heroin, The acetylated form of morphine is what? Heroin. Okay, brown sugar. Okay, so these are all very dangerous. But LSD is medically used to that persons. Okay, for neuropathic reactions. Okay, so the man who is suffering from mental illness like depression and insomnia, identify the drug which is normally used as medicine in such cases. LSD, lysergic acid diethylamide. This identify the enzyme that this question you say identify the enzyme that catalyzes the step labeled as M in the given schematic representation of retrovirus. See, this is actually what is this? AIDS. The life cycle of AIDS. AIDS disease ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು HIV, human immunodeficiency virus. Okay. So you can see the diagram. Retrovirus, animal cell, viral RNA, viral DNA, human genome, nucleus is here. See here, narrow mark is here, M. What is this question? Identify the enzyme that catalyze the step labeled as M. Illi ideyeno. Which enzyme is? Okay. So HIV is a different virus. What is called retrovirus? What is this? Retrovirus. Okay. Why it is called retrovirus? So it is what an enzyme called what? Reverse transcription. Called reverse transcriptase. Reverse transcriptase enzyme. Okay. So what is central dogma of molecular biology? Yes, DNA replicates itself. DNA forms RNA. RNA forms protein. This is central dogma of molecular biology. What is here? This is reverse process. Yes. So here RNA prepares DNA. RNA ಇಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ DNA ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಕರಿತೇವೆ reverse transcription process. It is catalyzed by the enzyme reverse transcriptase enzyme. Reverse transcriptase enzyme. The retrovirus is infecting to the body. Yes, animal cells. It attacks in the form of what? Viral RNA. It's very important here. See, viral RNA is here. Okay, see, viral RNA. Viral RNA, it forms viral DNA. Viral DNA. So here, this process catalyzed by an enzyme reverse transcriptase. Here, reverse transcriptase enzyme. Reverse transcriptase enzyme ಮೂಲಕ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Then see viral DNA enters into the human genome. Human ನಮ್ಮ ನೋಡಿ nucleus DNA human genome entry ಆಗಿ again it forms viral RNA. Viral RNA. The viral RNA ಅನ್ನೋದು ತಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? So here you have to concentrate on what? Reverse transcriptase. Reverse transcriptase process. So reverse transcriptase, see here, this diagram, HIV, A is labeled here, A is HIV, see, infecting, virus infecting normal cell, infecting what? Normal cell, plasma membrane, D, host cell, see here. So viral RNA is here. So in this way, there may be a question, what is A, what is D, see, what is X, see, what is X here? Viral RNA, see, that forms C, what is C here? Again, viral DNA here reverse transcriptase, viral, the viral DNA, nodi, see. Then it enters into the genomic system. Okay, see here. By this, using this human genome DNA, it forms new viruses produced in the nucleus. See, the number of viruses, new viruses will form. Okay, so this is what we can understand is HIV, correct? HIV, life cycle of HIV. So you concentrate on what? Reverse transcriptase. See, reverse transcriptase enzyme. Reverse transcriptase enzyme. During replication of retrovirus, see again, during replication of what? Retrovirus, viral protein is introduced in the host cell, viral RNA introduced into the host cell, viral DNA introduced to the host cell, transcription enzyme is introduced to the host cell. You know that. I explained that. What is this? Which one is introduced? Yes, viral RNA. Okay, viral RNA is introduced. See, viral RNA here. Viral RNA is introduced here. Viral RNA. Okay. The correct answer is viral RNA. Match the following by correct answer. So match the following ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನೋಡಿ. Match it. See what it is. Hepatitis B vaccine performed antibodies colostrum PMNL. Okay. Hepatitis B vaccine. Hepatitis B vaccine actually, see here IgA LI ನೋಡಿ from yeast. Hepatitis B vaccine anna yeast Saccharomyces yeast malli rDNA technology. What? rDNA technology, recombinant DNA technology nalli tayar madistare. What is this? See, yeast. Okay, so hepatitis vaccine. Yes, this one. Okay, so you do like one, then performed antibodies. Ready? Performed antibodies are IgG. See, against snake venom. Colostrum. See, again what? Antibody called IgA. Immunoglobulin A. Antibody. What is PMNL? What is PMNL? Basophil or neutrophils? See, PMNL. Polymorphonuclear leukocytes. Polymorphonuclear leukocytes. See, they are all called what? Neutrophils. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Okay, see, this type of answers usually asked in the examination. Sexually transmitted disease that can affect both male and female genitals and may damage the eyes of babies from infected mother. What is this? Say, identify the disease: AIDS, syphilis, gonorrhea, hepatitis. Okay, so these are sexually transmitted diseases here. This is not by hepatitis virus. See, so one disease called what? During delivery. During delivery, in some cases, what happens? The virus pass to the baby. Virus pass to the baby, during delivery. Okay, so that causes some infection to the conjunctiva called conjunctivitis. Okay, so that forms the eye of the baby, pink color. Okay, this is called pink eye disease. What is called pink eye? So pink eye disease, what you call pink eye. Okay, ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಮಗೂ ಸಹ ಕಣ್ಣು ಪಿಂಕ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಕೆಂಪಾಗ್ತದೇನೋ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಮೆಡ್ರಾಸ್ ಐ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಮೆಡ್ರಾಸ್ ಐ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ this type of disease. That is called what? That is what we get got some type, but the infectious one called adenovirus. That is by what? Adenovirus. ಎಡಿನೋವೈರಸ್ ಇಂದ ಬರುವಂತದ್ದು ಅದು. ನಮ್ಮ ಐಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಕೆಂಪಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಮೆಡ್ರಾಸ್ ಐ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವಲ್ಲ, ಮೆಡ್ರಾಸ್ ಐ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ, ಅದು ಎಡಿನೋವೈರಸ್. ಇದು ನೋಡಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೈ ವಾಟ್? ಗೊನೋರಿಯಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಗೊನೋರಿಯಾ, sexually transmitted disease, gonorrhea, that causes the pink eye in the baby. Okay. The blood cell that secretes histamine, serotonin, and heparin. See, the blood cell that secretes histamine, serotonin, and heparin. The histamine, serotonin, and heparin. So these are the hormones. Okay, the secreted in the body during allergic conditions. ನಮಗೇನಾದ್ರು ಎಲರ್ಜಿ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ಗ ಒಳಗಾದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಎಕ್ಸಾಜರೇಟೆಡ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್, ದ ಇಮ್ಯೂನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಜರೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದ ಸಮ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ that you can see, the basophils, the cells secrete. Okay, the cells are that particular hormones to the blood secrete ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಇದು ಹೆಪಾರಿನ್, histamine, and serotonin. So that ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? The emerging, the blood vessel gets what? Increase in size, and it can transmit more blood to the infected area. So they can be overcome from the allergies. Okay, so that more white blood cells will move towards that area. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಅದು we get rid of that particular pathogens. Understand? See, this is the correct answer is what? Neutrophil, T lymphocyte, killer cell. So the other functions are different. One is here, see, what is this? The basophil. Basophil is the correct answer. So the basophil is originally, yes, there are different types of granulocytes: neutrophil, basophil, and eosinophils. Correct? So here, the basophils actually that secrete that particular hormones. So identify the incorrect statement from the following. Incorrect statement from the following. Incorrect statement from the following. You see? So here, incorrect statement. The B cells produce antibody. Interferons kill viruses. B cells produce antibody. Yes, correct. The humoral immunity. Okay, bone marrow lymphocytes. The bone marrow lymphocytes produce what? Antibodies. Correct? So B cells. Response of T cells is called cell-mediated immunity. Response of E cells, correct? Response of T cell, cell-mediated immunity, T lymphocytes, correct? Cell-mediated immunity, correct? Macrophages are phagocytic cells. Interferons kill viruses. So these two one, this one and this one you take. Okay. So you detect the correct answer. So already you have taken, I explained that once. See, interferons kill viruses. What is this? The incorrect one. The interferons, this is one. The process, this all correct. The macrophages delete the macrophages. The monocytes, what you can call macrophages, they detect the microorganisms and they what? Phagocytic, they eat, they destroy the cells. The interferons not killing the viruses. They are not killing the viruses. They protect the normal cells from viral infected cells. Okay. Okay. So interferons kill virus. This is a wrong statement. Natural killer lymphocytes are an example for. Natural killers lymphocytes are an example for. The natural killer lymphocytes. Okay, so cytokine barrier, physiological barrier, physical barrier, cellular barrier. Okay, you know what is physiological barrier? Physiological barrier, you know, physical barrier, the body, skin, you know, that protect us, innate immunity, physical barrier, physiological barrier, again innate immunity, you know, the secretions of certain parts, ear, physiological barriers. Okay, what is the cellular barrier? The natural cellular barriers. Okay, these are the white WBC, the different types of WBC differentiations. Okay, these are natural killer cells. Okay, cellular barriers, cells. Then what is this? Cytokine barriers. See, what is the correct answer? Natural killer cells, killer lymphocytes are an example for. Which is the correct answer? Cellular barrier. See, don't get confused. See here, the cytokine barrier, what? This is interferons. Interferons. Okay, interferons are cytokine barriers. Okay, physical, that is different. Cellular barrier, this is natural killer cells with different types of WBC, the B lymphocytes, T lymphocytes, etc. Okay. See, the smack and crack are produced from smack and crack. What is smack and what is crack? Say here, smack is commonly called what? Opioids. Opioids. Morphine. Morphine. Heroin. Heroin. See. So these are what smack. Smack. Correct? So ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, this is the word smack. Okay. The smack ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೇವೆ. Smack. Drugs. Heroin. Brown sugar. It's a smack. Okay. See. This smack or the morphine ಏನಿದೆ, morphine is a type of drug, you know, by the plant called Papaver somniferum. Poppy plants, the latex of poppy plant. Okay, ಅದನ್ನ extract ಮಾಡಿ drugs ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. What you can call morphine. After that, morphine acylated, the acylated forms acetylations ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Morphyl acetylation with the acetic anhydride, isn't it? So by heating, it forms what? Heroins. This is actually called the smack. Okay, Papaver somniferum. What is crack? The crack is, you know, erythroxylum coca. Crack. See, erythroxylum, ganja, you know, ganja. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Barbiturates. Coca, erythroxylum coca, cocaine is obtained, drug, erythroxylum coca. So this is called what? Crack. Snorting drug. Snorting ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಅದು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾನೆ? ನಿದ್ದೆ ಗೊರಕೆ ಹೊಡಿಕ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಗೊರಕೆ ಹೊಡಿಯೋದು. Snorting drug ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ನೋಡಿ. This is crack. So these two are easily obtained from this This one is the 28. See, the papaver somniferum and erythroxylum coca. See, papaver somniferum, this flower is here. This erythroxylum coca. Sorry, flower and leaf buds. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇದು latex ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. Papaver somniferum and erythroxylum coca. Read the following statement and select the correct option. See, read the following statements and select the correct option. See, the exaggerated response of the immune system to certain antigens present in the environment is called as allergy. Correct? The statement overcally. Statement 1, exaggerated response of the immune system to certain antigens present in the environment is called allergy. Yes. 2, the allergic tendency is genetically passed from the parent to the offspring and is characterized by the presence of a large quantity of IgG antibodies in the blood. See, the first statement is correct. The second one, the allergic tendency is genetically passed from. The allergic tendency is not a genetic disease. Okay, allergy is not a genetic disease. So, ಇಲ್ಲಿ IgG antibody act agudilla. It is not a genetical disease. So, here this is IgE. Allergic ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತಹ antigen ಯಾವುದು? Antibody IgE. So here what the answer is? Both statement 1 and 2 correct. Statement 2 is correct. The explanation of statement 1. Both statement 1 and 2 are correct, but statement 2 is not the correct explanation of the statement 1. Statement 1 is correct. Statement 2 is incorrect. Both statement 1 and 2 are what? See, the statement 1 is correct. The definition of allergy, this is correct. And the statement 2 is wrong. The allergic tendency is genetically passed from the parent to the offspring and is characterized by the presence of large quantity of IgG antibody. This statement is and 100% wrong statement, isn't it? So the answer is this. Okay, statement 1 is correct and the 2 is incorrect. So come to the last question. Which of these is a member of the group of chemicals whose chemical structure is given below? Chemical structure is given below. Nodi, illond chemical idu ee type of questions annu kelo ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ನೀಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. illond chemical structure ಇದೆ. ಇದೆ hydroxyl ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ. Yes, a benzene ring ಇದೆ, a cyclic. Okay, so ಈ skeletal ring ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, like this. What is this? Another one is there like this. Correct? See, so ಹೀಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Sorry, see, NCH3, the methylated. So OH ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, O ಇದೆ, another OH ಇದೆ. So what is this? This structure is called what? So the methylated. Okay, yes, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಇದೆ. Methylated compound ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, see here, this is morphine structure and this is what? Another one skeleton is here. So these two structures are given in the textbook. Okay, this is morphine and this is the structure of a skeletal structure of barbiturates. So nodi, so the answer nodi, marijuana, hashish, ganja, all of this. Marijuana, hashish, ganja, all of this. Okay, marijuana, hashish, ganja, all coming under barbiturates. Understand? Okay, so that answer is all of this. All of this. Okay, thank you.